what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Big Things Kentucky. Coach Bew, week 7, Coach.
What's going on, Coach? Have no fear. Big Things Kentucky is here. I'm Coach Bew. My main man, Coach TB on assignment. Coach Truck, what's good, sir?
All right, Coach, man, week 7. Before we do that, let's just take a quick look back. Week 6, we want to give our congratulations to the Golden Corral Player of the Week.
That would be Coach Jacob Jones, son of Pookie Jones.
All right, Coach. Anything else kind of step out to you, before we get going on to week 7?
Shout out to
LCA Eagles kind of took one on the chin,
man.
But it was Pikeville, a lot of people take them on the chin from Pikeville.
Well, you don't think about it, I ain't lying. When I picked that game and I picked LCA, I thought Pikeville was 2-2, so I thought maybe it's a down year for them too. So it might be a chance for my Eagles to get off the snag, but I was sadly mistaken. Coach Doug, hats off to you. It'll get better, baby. It'll get better.
Yeah.
Shout out to Makai Smith, aka Man. Pick up a D1 offer for the University of Louisville. Shout out to that young man for Woodford County, receiver, defensive back. That young man did his thing so far this year. He has, Coach. And they got a big game coming up against West Jasmine. We'll talk about later on the show.
Real quick, let's take a look at the standings. All right, Coach. We tied up this week. It was pretty much an uneven week as far as games, so it really wasn't a lot of chances to pick separately. So
we threw each other a bone. It's all right. We be ready. It's you congratulations. I'm trying to let you close the gap a little bit, but I'm about to pull away here in a minute, Coach. I'm finna jump in second gear in this V8 Miata I'm driving. So watch me work.
All right, y'all. On to week 7. Up first, Coach, we got 3-2 Knox Central coming into town to take on 1-4 Bourbon County coming off a bye week. Coach, got anything for this one?
Man, Coach, Bourbon County, they show glimpses of being good. Was in a couple of games, and a couple of games got out of the way. God dog, Coach. Defense got to step up eventually, man. Somebody from the defense end got to do something. Pinch somebody, poke them, stop them, do something, Coach. Led in defense by Cameron Goodwin, who's got 52 tackles, 3.5 for a loss, and 1 sack. My guy, Demarius Ross from McKee, a.k.a. Day-Day, 27 tackles. Coach, and then, of course, we got my guy, Floyd Allen over 13 tackles. Man, somebody for that defense got to step up, Coach, but I don't know. I think I like Knox Central in this one.
Coach, man, I think Bourbon County might have just a little bit more, just a little bit. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Be on the lookout for my man Steve Parton for Knox Central. He has been putting up big numbers, doing big things for this team. So look for him to have a big game. But, Coach, I think the Bourbon County Colonels going to have a little too much for them. Let's go Colonels, baby.
Okay.
Up next, man, we got they're lovable because, man, they go hard. Shout out to Coach Morris, man, Jacob Morris and Grant County. They 0-6 on the season. I mean, if ever it was a team that was just outmatched, man. They play hard. Coach got a slingshot. And he's going against tanks. Well, he's got a big tank right now. The running clock business, our Frederick Douglass Broncos, 6-0 Coach. I mean, I think we're going to agree Douglas going to take this one away. But I just want to give a shout out to Coach Morris and the Grant County Chief, man. I love what he does, and I love how hard his teams compete no matter what.
Shout out to Cameron Duncan in first of bright spot. He's got 504 yards rushing on 96 attempts and 6 touchdowns. He's got 4 touchdowns passing, 403 yards passing. It's just, man, we really need to start petitioning KHSA and get these boys moved out of this district because this is murderer's row. Coach, of course, you can take it 859 Broncos, Coach. Another running clock, a.k.a. RC Cola game of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Coach. Up next, we got now this one. I like this one, Coach. We got an inner city game. Your 2 and 3 defenders traveling to 2 and 3 Henry Clay, Coach. Bryan Station is starting to get full strength. Jeremiah Lloyd Monday is his second. This will be his third game back. So look for him. He was a big piece of this cog last season, and he had been out. So look for him to really get going, Coach. That's a bright spot for Bryan Station. Henry Clay, Coach, what we got?
Man, Henry Clay led by quarterback Malcolm Paul, who was a big things player of the week 2 weeks ago. 442 yards passing, 6 interceptions, 4 touchdowns. Led on defense by Donovan Cowan, 27 tackles. And then Cayenne Miller, who committed to Austin P. He's got 27 tackles, 4.5 for a loss. Coach, I'm telling you what, I like Coach Beach's Henry Clay defense. Offense is coming around slow but surely. Got a young quarterback. The Van Horn kid is still out. But Coach, Defender Kingdom. Give me my defenders, Coach.
Coach, yeah, I'm gonna take station on this one too.
We don't want you.
That's all right. Hey, we getting back, we getting our wheels back on, and the city we finna get stronger in the city. So we both agree on that one, Coach.
God dog mouse in your pocket, buddy. I tell you, God dog mouse in your pocket. Talk about this weed.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got GRC coming into town, taking on Lafayette. Coach. Yeah, I think we'll agree on this one. But GRC lost in overtime to Campbell County. I don't know what's going on, but they only had 80 yards off rushing offense and 144 yards passing offense against the Campbell defense. So are we starting to see kind of like, what's up with the Cardinals, Coach?
Coach, with the Cardinals, got my guy, Tyleek Maxwell. President Douglas transfer 94 yards passes, 6 touchdowns. He's doing his thing on the ground too, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then my guy, Jaws, Kalen Washington. They'll get back on track this week, Coach. I think it's safe to say GRC over Lafayette.
Yeah, I'm agree with that one on that one too. So give me GRC on that one, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Coach. Now for another one. Now this one, it's gonna be interesting. Washington County's coming in. They 3-3. It's a district game taking on your LCA Eagles.
LCA, Coach. LCA, Coach. You don't disrespect us. We gonna ride this thing on the LCA, Coach.
All right, I'm gonna ride with LCA too, baby. Let's go, Eagles.
No. Take Washington County. We don't want you.
Nah, Coach. I think Cutter Bowley, one thing I did, and I talked to my Pikeville people, granted, LCA gave up 369 yards on the ground to Mr. Birchfield, but hey, he's a diesel too. But one thing Pikeville people said, they raved about Cutter Bowley. They like he is the truth. But
he
they
look
just
good now.
They was just a little too strong right now. So, Coach, man, I'm gonna go with LCA as we get to run through this district and get ready for the playoffs.
I ain't gonna lie now. No disrespect to that district. It's been down the last few years, being LCAs. This might be the most competitive we've seen it since Somerset and Danville had their run. So it'd be interesting to see if LCA could go through this district undefeated like they had the last 2 years. But like I said, it's gonna be tough. Depending on which LCA team shows up, Coach.
All right, Coach. Now we got another good one. I think this one's gonna be really good. It's a district game. We got East Jasmine coming off their loss to West Jasmine. Madison Southern coming off a tough loss to Collins, which was a district game. Madison Southern, you see them kind of starting to get traction under Coach Payne. I think the same thing's going on with East Jasmine. We saw a lot of bright spots there. Coach, who you got?
I'll let you pick this one first, Coach.
All right, man. In Heisel, we trust, baby. Let's go, East Jasmine. Let's put the claws back on. They fell off last week. But I'm putting them back on. Let's go, Jaguars. Rawr!
Coach, give me Mad South. Give me Mad South out of this one, Coach. Give me Mad South. I don't think you go wrong either way, but I think Mad South's ready, Coach. I think they're ready.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
Ready. Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got, now this is a big game. This is kind of like, I think, a true tester for the Paris Greyhounds.
Yes.
They taking on Bracken County, Coach.
Bracken County, Coach, undefeated, 5 on the year. Just won their last game against Dayton, 24-0. Coach, this team's been pretty good. All their wins have been by blowouts, except for the first game of the year against Lewis County. Coach, this Bracken County ain't no chump now. They ain't no chump. Right. Coach, Bracken County, they don't pass the ball much, Coach. They got 8 pass completions on 20 attempts for Chase Wilson. But Chase Wilson does have 310 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. My guy Dylan Tegardian, which you spoke about him before, 685 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns after 137 yards a game. And running attack's going to be something tough they got to deal with, Coach.
Coach, man, district game, this is it. Probably 2 best teams in this district right now. Paris on a surprise season. Coach, man, I love what Coach Rice is doing. We're coming into prime time, but give me Bracken, Coach.
Coach, I think I'm going to take Bracken with you, Coach. I like that Paris team. Think they're going to be okay, but I think Bracken's going to get them, Coach.
All right, sports doctor, make sure you write this one down, too. Now, you want to throw some shade at me. Remember that pick now.
You had picked against him a lot, Coach. You had picked against him a lot there. I'm just saying. Shout out to his brother. His brother's being nominated for Hall of Fame down there in Paris. Good stuff. I also seen the sports doctor was at the gala Saturday. With all the nominees for that.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got. This one should be another good one. Got a lot of Eastern Kentucky ties. We got Pikeville back on the scene, on the show again. Blake Birchfield off a record-setting game against LCA. But as I told my man Heath Richardson from Hale Podcast, y'all stepping up in weight class now. We Billy Goat's gruff. This was the little Billy Goat y'all beat up on last week. Now we got the big brother coming into town, Madison Central, Coach.
Sir, Coach, Mass Central 5-0, 38-34, 29-28, 2017, 56-6, 46-0. I think it's safe to say Mass Central's back on their stuff. Give me Madison Central, Coach, over Pikeville.
Yeah, I'm going to take Madison Central, too. Good luck on that one, though, Pikeville. I love the way y'all schedule it, though.
Hey, that schedule tough. Like Doug Charles, Kentucky folks don't duck no heat, Coach.
Yes, sir.
No
Coach
heat.
Bracken and me's doing an awesome job down there.
Awesome job, bro. Awesome.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got another district game. We got Williamsburg and Sayre. Sayre's coming off a tough loss last week. Coach.
Williamsburg also coming off a tough loss against Somerset, 38-28, Coach. Man, because I don't know about this myself. I ain't gonna lie. Man. Yellow Jackets led by Coach Jerry Horn Jr. They are 3-1 on the year. I'll let you slide on this one first, Coach.
Coach, man, like we talked about Charlie Slade, Brock Kaufman, Luke Pennington. They're doing big things. Right now, I think one of the biggest things that they're missing is that defensive spark that they had. You know what I'm saying? There's never been a problem with a Chad Pennington team scoring points.
Yes.
Right now, they've been giving up. I think a few big explosive plays. Coach, man, give me Williamsburg on this one. I love my Spartans, but I think Williamsburg's ready. Coach,
I'm going back with my Spartans. Give me Sayre. Coach, give me Sayre.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got the Battle of the Birds. Before we got this game, we got a chance to sit down and talk with a couple of birds.
And from the MLK Dust, we got my guy, Caden Allen, running back, linebacker, and Kevin O'Doherty, starting center for Great Crossing Warhawks.
Okay.
Coach, man, we got the pleasure. We interviewed a lot of kids. Been blessed to coach quite a few of them we had. But these are two of my guys right here. off the undefeated city champ, regular season and tournament 2016 MLK Ducks team. My starting linebacker, my starting center. I got Caden Allen and my guy, Kevin O'Doherty, my guys from the MLK Ducks, starred in Great Crossing now, Coach. The team you never picked.
Coach, I'm hurt and I'm offended that you would talk about my Great Crossing Warhawks like this. Fellas, we winning, we riding. First off, I want to know, what was it like playing for Coach Bew?
Hard work. If you don't put in the hard work, you're not going to play. Yep.
And
we put a lot of work those years. I played 8U, 12U there, and it made me a better football player I am today, if I had to say anything.
All right, Coach Bew. Kudos, Coach Bew. Kudos, Coach Bew. We lost Kate for a second there. All right, there we go.
All right. Okay, before we get started, good man. First of all, two great young men, great family. Caden, man, sorry about the loss of your father, man. You know, my prayers, anything, definitely hit us up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, great young man. So proud to see what you all doing. So we can jump on in. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
All right, man. This week we got Battle of the Birds, baby. We got that crosstown team. I don't know what we call them, you know what I'm saying, but we know who they are.
Yes, sir.
You know, they got away with us from us last year. They were this close. How does it feel going in this game? We undefeated. Tell us about this game, guys.
We're excited. We're very excited. We get another chance to go and play and go and battle, but this time we got to pull out the dub. Yeah, it's our senior year. We're not backing down from nothing. We got all of our guys. We just had this bye week, but we really worked. We worked a lot this week on just putting in work on offense, putting in work on defense, and we're ready.
What's it going to take for us to get this win this week, y'all?
Our whole team has to want it. We all got to want it, and I'm sure everyone does. Go out there and hit them in the mouth early and keep on doing it. It's going to have to take no mistakes. Drive after drive of scoring. Defense has to show up all night against that wing tee. And just watching practice, if we get these keys read on defense especially, we're going to win.
And I got y'all back. You know I'm picking y'all. Let's go Warhawks, baby. Hey, we winning, we riding. It's time to end this streak and take over the city, baby. Let's get them, y'all. We in this.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach, man. You can see the rest of that interview posted in our extra credit. Coach Bew, man, this. Hey, the one thing, like I always say, ain't nothing worse in this world than an angry Cardinal. And my Cardinals are coming off a thumping. First time they've been shut out in probably about almost, 16, 17 years. First time they've been shut out, Coach. So they are coming for blood, Coach.
They are coming for blood. They still mad that it's two schools instead of one. Because they said we had all our complimented players. We be competing right now, but they don't. That's still a little bad blood there in the city. Coach McKee won't say it. But the city's saying it, Coach. So it's still a bad blood from both back and forth for each one of these schools, Coach. But I'm going to live on this one, Coach. I said last year it should have happened. I thought maybe they missed their window, but I'm going Great Cross on this one, Coach.
No, sir, Coach. Coach McKee, my man, Coach McKee and the Cardinals. And nothing against my Great Crossings team. I love Great Crossings.
How you going to say
the Battle of the Birds, baby. Let's go Cards, Coach.
See, you sit there last of them boys. So I'm gonna pick y'all. I'm surprised you ain't got up, told your family you go and get some milk, and they never showed up.
We went and we ride.
That's the type of dude you are.
All right, Coach. Now, for probably one of the biggest games in Big Things County, as far as we will get to see some of the top players in our area and the state in general. I think we got a list of football candidates, especially after last night, and our player of the week, Jacob Jones. Jacob, don't call me Pookie Jones.
Yeah, you did the whole game, Coach. You did the whole game.
I couldn't help it. But Jacob is doing big things, and then Wofo I mean, we can just go on and on and on listing who all's playing for this team.
Well, let me give you this: 43-8, 43-13, 43-14, 54-0, 36-21. That was a tough one there. Coach, they have done nothing but beat their man into a pulp, Coach, every time. And they've not beat bad. They beat some pretty good teams. I think Jasmine Johnson is still down with a wrist injury, but Andrew Nason, 431 yards, 1 interception, 7 touchdowns. Stacey Preston, 320 on 42.
Now, I understand he's got a hamstring injury, Coach.
So he may not play. What you said. The coach, this is a whole list of cats right behind him. Leland Taylor, Kenya Maxberry. I mean, you can pull you off the bench, Coach, but this offensive line be blocking.
Hey, quick story about Maxberry, man. I was there about 2 years ago. He was just a freshman in practice doing like scout team. And it's one of those things where I was like, hey, who is that? Like, oh, that's Kenya Maxberry. So be on the lookout for this kid. He's next when it comes to that WOFO stuff.
I got a feeling you're not going to have much of a drop-off, Coach. Like I said, well, of course, it's harder to play Preston State, but you're going to still have some dogs in that backfield. With that being said, Coach, give me Wofford County.
Yeah, I'm taking WOFO too, Coach. I just don't think the West Jasmine defense is going to hold up right now, Coach.
They did all right now.
He's going to be playing against a whole lot of Jacob Jones-type players. So it'll be interesting to see how he does, you know. It's a lot of people that can run with him on that other side.
It's a little more athletes on that end of the town.
Yes,
Coach.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But if you want to be great, this is how you be great.
That's it, Coach. That is it.
All right, Coach. Up next, our game of the week. We will be live streaming this game, Coach, from Taste Creek. We got 2 and 3 Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Looks like they're getting things together. Cole Colony is taking back at quarterback, and that seems to have lit a fire under the Bulldogs. We got Taste Creek, man. Coach, Taste Creek, what you got, Coach?
Taste Creek, Coach, led by Keyshawn Doffin, the receiver. Running back Theo Jones didn't play last week. Keyshawn Doffin, leading receiver, didn't play last week, Coach, for different reasons. So, man, you got to get this Creek team, got to show up and get a full complement of their players so we can really see what they're working with, Coach. But once again, Coach Hawks is playing a no-nonsense type of thing now. He said you're going to do it his way or the highway, Coach. He'll win or lose either way. So shout out to him. You know, I got nothing but love for Coach Wes Johnson, what he's done with this Dunbar team. Don't know which Dunbar team you're going to get to show up each week, Coach. But I'm going to slide back into my court. You know, like Homer Simpson did, slide back in the bushes. I'm going to slide back in the bushes and let you pick, Coach.
Coach, hey, we winning, we riding. Let's go Bulldogs, baby. I'm taking Dunbar, Coach.
Hey, Coach, I too am taking Dunbar on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I too. When I pick against you, pick with you, usually it goes bad. But I'm gonna go Dunbar, Coach. But I think this will be one of the best games of the night. That's why we're gonna stream it live on Big Things Kentucky on YouTube, Twitter, and on Facebook, Coach. Well, Coach, man, another great slate of games. As always, you have to be a living donor. I'm Coach Bew, my man, Coach TB, and Amiri is on assignment. Coach Chuck, anything else?
Hey.